Doctors are healthcare professionals who serve to aid us from injuries, sickness, diseases, and disorders. Doctors, how we know, are mostly seen aiding and helping us physically. But did you know that there are doctors who provide service to us without interacting with us? The service they do is called diagnostic or imaging services. Professionals in this pathway are primarily tasked to detect, diagnose, and treat illnesses, injuries, and other physical conditions through the use of tests and scientific evaluation. Most of the careers under this may not be required to interact with the patient every day. Some of these doctors include cardiovascular technologist, radiology technician, diagnostic molecular scientist, pathologist, histotechnologist.
I'm Janil Jato, and I am a cardiovascular technologist. We are a health professional that deals with the circulatory system. My profession involves working in cardiac cath lab and performing complex procedures including stent, implants, cardiac pacemakers, and defibrillators, and other tests to diagnose heart disease. We take emergency calls and participate in saving the lives of those who are having a heart attack. Some of our responsibilities involve aiding physicians in diagnosis and treatment of the heart, lung, and blood vessel disorders by conducting invasive and non-invasive diagnostic tests of cardiovascular and pulmonary system, maintaining equipment, recording test results.
Hi, I'm Marcel Vicali, and I'm a radiology technician. So technically, it is us who perform clear and accurate diagnostic imaging examination. Though we're not allowed to do certain imaging procedures, unlike radiology technologists, we are the ones who are responsible in accurately positioning the patient, maintaining the machines, explaining the procedures, and most importantly, ensuring the patient safety. And as most medical professionals, it is important for us to have vast knowledge in the vocabulary of medical terminologies used in physiology, anatomy, and pathology. And that's all. I hope you learned a thing or two about radiology technicians.
Oh, salutations. My name is Gutierrez Reyes, and I am a diagnostic molecular scientist. As diagnostic molecular scientist, I'm a part of the allied health professionals family. My job involves working with RNA and DNA, and these tests I perform help diagnose and monitor hereditary conditions such as leukemia and infectious diseases. We have 3 areas of responsibility, which are performing diagnostic tests, processing and designing RNA and DNA isolation tests, and researching about infectious diseases. Now, my profession primarily involves working in laboratories, studying various human samples such as fetal cells, hair follicles, and blood and bone. Some of our duties include sequencing DNA, preparing samples, reporting our findings, and analyzing data. Though my job is a bit of a mix of using computers and manual process to analyze substances in a molecular level, though it really just depends on what we're looking for or the material that's being used. The tests I perform can also help identify genetic disorders, discover people who are at risk of it, and help them. These tests include testing gene expression profiles, allele-specific PCR, and CGH microarrays. We also play a role in treating infections.
Hello, I am Mr. Luisandre P. Pestaño and I am a pathologist. Being a healthcare provider who examines blood tests, body tissues, and body cells will require at least 13 years of training after graduating in college. As a pathologist, we are responsible for performing lab tests like supervising tests on blood, other body fluids, body secretions, and samples taken at a surgery or as a part of a medical examination. I am helping other healthcare providers reach their diagnosis. We may also render a clinical interpretation and consultation based on the tests. Basically, we are helping our patients by providing their doctors the right information needed for their appropriate patient care. We also perform autopsies, which may not only determine the person's cause of death, but may also discover more information about a genetic progression of a disease. The discovery allows us to help people take preventive action for their own health and aid researchers for developing future treatments.
Hello, I'm Justin Negana. Being a histotechnologist, I am a part of a laboratory team that works with humans, with animals, and with specimens of plants to diagnose their disease and abnormalities. To achieve accurate testing, we are required to be skilled and trained to perform complex scientific testing. We are basically work with a pathologist to prepare, process, and to analyze the specimen to determine the absence or presence of the disease. Our job also includes helping to solve the crimes and to develop new modality treatments for disease. We touch every aspect of humans, animals, and plants' life through discoveries and perform tests. Our job is important because it centers the detection of tissue abnormalities and the treatment of the disease that causing abnormalities.
Well, those are some examples of health professionals who does diagnostic or imaging services. Hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching!